Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is a thumbnail. Okay? I told y'all sometimes I want to show the thumbnail because it's me peeking through. It's Nene peeking through as well, okay? But all is good on that front. But, hey, y'all. Hello. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner, and this is another review, okay, of these heifers here. Okay, we have Tanya up in the corner. We have girl from Kenya. Tanya in the corner, Candy, Kenya, Eva, and then down below, Yvonne has made a resurgence on the show. Nene, Marla with that wig, Portia looking shady, and then also Cynthia, okay? So this is all the people on today's episode that we can see all at once, okay? So let's get started. You already know if you have not done so, please like, comment, share, subscribe, become a JayBird, dun. Follow me on IG and Twitter. All of that is almost 4 o'clock in the morning, so I'm trying to get through so I can be in bed by 5 and then up at 11 to go to work. So Cynthia's having another barbecue, okay? She called it a barbecue. She really needs to stop naming stuff after herself because it just gets a little corny. But I guess it is what it is. Her house, not mine. Now, last season, barbecue went awry, okay? It was a whole of the thing where Eve was being shady and it just kind of carried over for the rest of the season. So we will see how this one goes this time. And the theme is wear red or get red, okay? Reading room. So we see her calling Portia to invite Portia, and she tells Portia how she does not want anybody to bring their children, okay? Because we know she's a new mom. Kenya's a new mom. Shamia's a new mom, but she doesn't want anybody thinking this is a kid open event. She does not want the kids there, whatever. And she has invited everybody except Nene. I don't think we're surprised about that. So Portia's like, I will see if I can come because I don't have no permanent sitter right now, whatever. It's just me. I say, Portia, it's not just you. It's you, your mama, and also your sister. And we see later on how she said the dentist comes over every weekend to see the baby. So you not out here. You not a single mother. You're not. So I don't know if I can come because I don't got nobody to watch my one baby. Even though my mama be in my house all the time, my soft girl. Bye. Okay, we don't really care. And just because your sitter don't live with you, don't mean you don't have no fucking sitter. Okay, I'm just saying. We did see Portia and Kendi at like a mommy and me dance class. It's really cute to see them two together, bonding as mamas with their babies or whatever, not pulling each other's hair and fussing and being shady to each other. It's really cute. So, at that point, Portia brings up how Dennis comes over every weekend, okay, to see the baby or whatever. But she's trying to have boundaries. That she could not remember the word boundaries. She said every word but boundaries. What is it? Space, opportunity, boundless, perseverance, prefaces, all kinds of stuff. They was like, no, it's boundaries. The producers were very shady to not say girls' boundaries. It's just boundaries. And then we see Kenya brings up, I guess, how her and Mark are having difficult times right now and everything. And how he always wants the baby with them. The baby even sleeps in the bed. He don't want her putting the baby in the crib. Girl, Kenya is either trying to show us the best lead up to a divorce, or Mark just an asshole. I'm not gonna say that man's gay, but he may not just want her. He don't want her anymore. Like somebody said, he may have just wanted to knock up Kenya more, and that's what he did. I say, I guess so. But she gets him a little bit emotional, whatever. She's kind of like a little teary eyed or whatnot or whatever. And it's cute to see them kind of getting along and bonded or whatever. Now later on, we do see Portia getting home from work, and her mama's there. Her mama there watch the baby. We're gonna watch because that's who watches her baby. Okay. Anyway, the mom like, okay, so how was work? What's going on? Mama rush home because I wanted to be sure because I know you had to leave. So I wanted to get home for you. You know what I'm saying? Because you have things to do with your business. So I just had to hurry up and get home. She brings about, I don't have no sitter yet or whatever. I have not had time to find one. I think she said Lauren set some things up. I'm like, how are you working mom, but you have not took time to take time to find a babysitter? This girl found said, if your mom and them can't watch, if you don't have no one else to watch that baby that's not family, why have you not took the time to find someone proper to do it? But I guess that's what she's gonna do now, whatever. She brings up, I was trying to wait to see how things would go out with Dennis or whatever. I said, let Dennis gonna quit his job and stay at home and be a full-time dad. He's not a solution. He is not a solution, but I digress. He out here selling hot dogs. Hot the dogs. And I'm mom, it's okay. I'm here right now, whatever. I'm gonna stay for 2 more hours, so go get some rest. I said, but I thought she had somewhere to go. Again, Portia has help. Anyway, next up. This episode did not get much in the beginning or whatever. I'm just going through the motions, honey, just going through the motions. Candy and family's in New York. Okay, Candy, Todd, with the bush, a little baby Ace. Kayla's there, and also Riley. Now, Riley is going to be there for the summer, doing a summer internship at Candy's entertainment lawyer's law firm. Now, Candy did a speak on it, okay? She kind of explained a little bit more, which was not in the episode. She said it wasn't as if, her lawyer just, let Riley come work there, or willy-nilly, whatever. Riley had to apply for the internship program and do all that stuff, and of course they accepted her or whatever. Now she's 16, living in a high-rise apartment, but she has a roommate. A family friend gonna come and stay there with her the whole time too. The apartment is really fancy. It's really small. It was like $5,500 a month. It was really small for that amount of money, but I think that's what New York does. And Riley did not know how to make ice. Okay, and she said it on speak on it. It's like, it's not that I did not know how to use ice trays, because I have ice trays at home in my mini fridge in my room. You have a mini fridge in your room? Anyway, I'm like, that alone is spoiled. But she brought up how the refrigerator looks so fancy. She just assumed that it had an ice maker. She said, I've never seen she's never seen a refrigerator that fancy that did not have an ice maker. So that's why she was confused on what was supposed to happen or whatever. Now, Candy brings about she's trying to make sure Riley knows how to live alone and live away from home or whatever. And she brought up on speak on it. I'm glad I watched it before doing this review, that when Riley was younger, Riley didn't go over people's houses or whatever. She was really just in the house. Like, she didn't go out and do stuff or whatever. But since she's a bit older, she's like, now she lets Riley go do things and travel the world. She wants her to be able to live on her own and not be so codependent on being home. Now, even though she didn't know how to ice machine thing worked or whatever, but I digress. They even talked about the shower and how she has to clean her shower and she has to, spray it down to make it clean. It's like, what? Do I? And because at the house, they have a maid who comes and cleans. So again, she's like, well, I don't know, because I don't have, it's clean. Like, I don't, and I like how Riley said on Speak on the House, like, people act like I'm an adult, and I'm not. Like, how I should just know things, but I shouldn't. Y'all can't, judge me based on, whoever else, because I'm only 16. Well, at that time, she was 15, 16. Now I think she's 17. But again, I agree. She's a kid. I mean, she should know about ice and cleaning tubs. But you may not know about cleaning tubs if you haven't made, because you don't clean a tub. I digress. Anyway, so, that was really it, was that it, really? Oh, she asked if she can have an allowance to tip people, because it can get expensive. And Kayla said, well, at least you got an allowance. I didn't get one. You don't have an allowance? Well, how do you get money? And Kayla was like, I work. She's like, I worked every summer. But again, people like comparing how Candy and Todd treat Kayla versus how Candy treats Riley. Kayla's 23. Riley's 16. Two different things. And, Kayla isn't Candy's daughter. And Candy said how Todd is a different parent. And she can control how he parents Kayla. And even though she would like to give Kayla more things, Todd is just more strict on, the grind, I guess, or whatever, for Kayla. And I say, girl, this new baby gonna have a whole hard time, because, Candy gonna spoil that baby rotten. But Candy said, I was raised, and my parents, and my mom, my stepdad made it so where as long as I was working, or even in school, I got an allowance because I was in school, getting good grades. So I do the same thing with Riley. As long as she's in school and doing good, I will give her money so that she don't have to worry about it. I said, that's how all parents should be if you ask me, but whatever. You know what I'm saying? So, fine. And Riley's a good kid to me. I think she's a good kid, even though she's spoiled, but I don't think she's spoiled considering who her mom is. You know what I'm saying? But again, she's 16 years old, so it is what it is. We then see Nene. Nene has Marlo over to have a little chit chat or whatever. Marlo calls it the perfect time for an apology dinner. Okay, because again, the last time we saw them two, Marlo was talking to Nene, whatever, and Nene got up and walked away. Because she, like how Marlo was saying that Cynthia deserved an apology from Nene. Okay. So she tells Marlo that, because she was saying, Cynthia has a side that people don't know about or whatever. So, for you, when you said that I owe her an apology or whatever, it made me upset. And that's why I walked away. I feel like, girl, whatever. So we then see the girl Yvonne walk in. I don't know why she back to season. Well, I know why. I feel like Nene not really feeling with other ladies. We haven't seen her feeling with anyone else just yet. So I feel like Nene has to feeling with either Marlo or whoever else. And right now we see that she's Giovanna. I'm that bitch from Clark Atlanta. From whatever, her. Oh, where's the picture? Do I have it? Up close. This girl. I'm that her from who was all drunk or whatever. I don't know why she back now. I really, really don't. I think because Nene needs a sidekick. She can't just film around and she needs somebody else to be her minion, if you ask me. So, Nene brings up how, I just want to talk to Cynthia and I just want to clear the air, okay? I just want to clear the air and make sure everything's fine. I say, girl, bye. So Yvonne then brings up, well, I was hanging out with Cynthia at her wine bar, okay, and Cynthia was dogging you. She's like, really? What? Y'all my Yvonne, you messy bitch, okay? Because my thing is, girl, she then brings up how what Cynthia said to me, you know what I'm saying, that you are toxic and it's a burden to be your friend. I said, that's the same thing that Cynthia was saying in the interviews. She made it seem as if she had some inside dirt, some inside tea, and proof of whatever that Cynthia was saying. And I'm like, but it's the exact same things that Cynthia has been saying in her interviews. Which is the truth, the thing that we've been saying for years, that Nene is a batshit crazy ass friend, okay? Now, we do see the preview coming up for the season, or it might have been the next episode, where Nene's talking to Candy, and she brings up that Cynthia was talking about Nene to whoever else, and someone recorded the conversation. I wonder if the someone who recorded it was Giovanna, and that may be the proof she said that she had, because if Giovanna met with Cynthia at any point and recorded the conversation, Cynthia isn't a snake. Giovanna is. Point blank period or whatever. So Nene is like, oh, see, she has a whole side or whatever. She want to act like she not this or whatever. She be ghetto or whatever. She cuss the fuck like everybody else. She's not this nice. I'm like, but we know that side of Cynthia. She just don't have to show it that often. But no one thinks Cynthia's perfect. No one thinks that. But Nene acting as if it's this evil, my precious side to, little Gargamel or whatever side to Cynthia, and it isn't. Nene is upset because Cynthia is finally standing up for herself, whatever, and is being honest about how Nene made her feel. How are you upset? Because that's how you made that girl feel, like you're toxic. You are. Girl, okay? Anyway, so you can't, Cynthia not fake and shady. If you make someone feel some kind of way, they are allowed to tell whoever, this is how she makes you feel. She makes you feel like she's toxic and it's a burden to be a friend because it's always so, it takes so much energy and there's so many rules. You have to kiss her ass. I ain't got time for that, but I digress. Anyway, she's not, this is gonna get sad. I don't think Cynthia has a good get sad. Cynthia is peaceful until you piss her off, and then she says stuff. Block everybody else. I don't care. I don't care. Oh, God. So we then see everyone getting dressed and ready for, Cynthia's barbecue or whatever. And we see Kenya house where Kenny goes to get her or whatever. And, she's going to... Kenya really re-gifted that doll that Eva gave her. She's going to give the doll to Portia. because she's like, it should be good. It should go to somebody who, you know what I'm saying? Why be sports, of course. It should go to somebody who, you know what I'm saying? If she don't like my energy, then it should be regifted to someone else. I say, girl, messy. So at Cynthia's house, Eva get there first, okay? And she brought some man. I'm like, ain't it a female event? But I digress. So, she tells her how, I told them no babies or whatever. And when I talked to Kenya about it, Kenya was not happy and she kinda called me mean or whatever. And so, she brings up how I just can't believe she was so upset. Eva then say, well, it takes somebody to know somebody, meaning, if for Kenya to call Cynthia evil or mean or whatever, it means that she has to know because she's mean too. Again, Eva said this shady shit, but to bad people's backs. But in somebody's face, I don't have no issue. You tripping. No, it's you. It's you, Eva. It's you. Shady boots. She then brings up how Portia called, and Portia said, I have a new nanny to start today, so I don't want to leave my baby with her for the first time on her first day. I said, the point of a nanny is to leave them alone with the baby. You just do whatever. So, girl, anyway, so Cynthia tells Portia that she can bring the baby. She then calls Kenya back and tells Kenya, because Portia is bringing the baby Pilar, that she can bring Bailey, girl, she can bring Brooklyn. And then he was like, no, thank you. I've already made arrangements. Thank you, bye. And kind of hung up. And I feel like I would be pissed too if I told you I can with my kid. You didn't change your mind for me, but you changed it for Portia. I'll be pissed too, whatever. And I feel like Portia. Anyway, Eva then says some shady shit like, they always talk about me and me not bringing my kid to her even whatever. Look at this, it ain't, Kenya her later in life baby, whatever. I'm like, later in life baby, Eva in these age rigs, nobody care that you started having babies young. Okay, your young baby having ass with crazy ass Kevin McCall, girl, miss us, but please stop with this thing. Just because your coochie fertile and someone else may have issues getting pregnant when they was younger and it took them longer, that don't make you better than them, Eva. Shut the fuck up. And that's it. And not only that, you not bring your children to a children event is different than them wanting to bring their kids to an adult event. You shouldn't bring kids to adult events, but it's dumb for adults to come to kid events with no kids. Well, you have them. Girl, I digress. Anyway, I'm like, shut up, Eva. We then see everyone get there, whatever, and Yvonne get there too. And I'm like, girl, if Cynthia don't know that Yvonne is messy, messy, messy. Okay, and so of course they get on the whole conversation of Nene and Cynthia and the issues or whatever, mainly because they brought up how they saw her in New York, how they saw that interview that she did calling Cynthia weak and desperate or whatever, and then they said how Marlo and Cynthia kind of made up after that or whatnot. Yvonne then says how, well, maybe she did those interviews or whatever because out of anger because of you being sneaky and showing more loyalty to Kenya than her. I said, so y'all do know that Nene is only befriending Yvonne so that Yvonne can go around them or whatever and hang out and say what she wanted to say. Also on Speak On It, Kenny brought up how when they weren't filming, Yvonne was hitting them up, different castmates or whatever, asking them to come out and hang out or whatever. And she said because it was not while the show was filming, they felt like, oh, she's genuinely trying like to, be friends or whatever, and they would go hang out here and there. Now it seemed like she was doing that so that she would have stuff to do on the show. Yvonne's a whole sneaky bitch, if you ask me, okay? And so at this point, Cynthia, sneaky, I'm an adult, I'm not sneaky, whatever, I'm not surprised. She said, I was surprised when Kenya came to my party last season. I was really surprised, whatever. And I tried to explain that to Nene, but she didn't want to hear it, and she didn't want to believe. So she's somewhere else right now, over there, not hearing and not believing, child, over there. And I say, look, the fact that Yvonne had the balls to come to Cynthia's house and say that you was being sneaky, and girl, someone sent her home with a drink and a parting gift. I digress. So Cynthia, I'm just saying, you was I met up with you, whatever, and you were talking shit about Nene Lee, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And Cynthia went off. And now Cynthia, she go off. I told you how I felt about it, whatever. It was how I felt about her. I was not talking shit about her. It was how I felt. I can talk about how I felt or whatever. And if you wanted to take it back to her, I don't care because it was all true. Okay. Now I didn't seek you out or have that conversation. No, I did not seek you out to have that conversation. So if you act how you want or whatever, don't act like I went out and found you up on a rock. I said, girl, not up on a rock. What she meant was, Yvonne was making it seem as if you were talking to me, this and Nene, and you did it on purpose. Like you found me to diss Nene, and that ain't what it was. And I feel like Yvonne is messy, and I feel like Yvonne want to be Sheree. She wants to be the messy bone collector, whatever. But I mean, that's Merlot. Leave it be. We then see Portia get there with her nanny, with Shamia, and with her sister. And I like this. Your sister could stay at home with that damn nanny. Your sister did not need to come because you already brought Shamia. And I feel like if you, girl, Portia used that baby as an excuse to bring the nanny. I'm not, your sister did not need to come. If you had a new nanny and did not want to leave your kid alone with her, why not say, Lauren, can you stay at the house and watch the baby? Lauren don't say so. Lauren ain't a cast member. So when Lauren goes to these events, whatever, she don't say shit. Stay at home with the nanny. Teach the nanny how to baby. Or, you know what I mean. But I digress. Anyway, girl, if I was her, I would not. No, I'm not doing. And then she got there and said, no, what kind of, didn't they do this hot dogs? She was in asking Cynthia, you can't be having hot dogs if they not from this place. Fuck this place. Them is a regular hot dog. Leave me be. I don't care. So, and then Portia showed up with a full-fledged nanny and the whole play area. She brought all kind of shit to that girl. Your sister wasn't needed, and neither was a nanny. Not the thing. So we then see Kenya come with the doll, and she gives it to Portia. It had a home somewhere first. Well, who did it live with? Well, it was given to me, basically from Eva, whatever. But Eva didn't like me and my energy or whatever, so I'm giving it to you. I say, Lord Jesus. So Portia then say, nah, we gonna fix this right now. Okay, so then y'all go out on the patio to have this discussion, okay? And so on the patio, Eva brings up, I never said that I questioned Kenya's energy. And they do a little flashback, whatever. We do see that ain't what she said. What was said was, it was Cynthia who said sometimes we do have to make sure the energy at parties are right. None of them, or neither of them, was saying that Kenya had bad energy, but sometimes a party can. Okay, so it was very much so took back to Kenya in the wrong way by Portia. Portia did it the wrong way. I digress. And but we still know it was still shade from Eva, regardless or whatever. So Kenya brings up, Eva, I have never done anything to you, whatever. And I don't feel like, that you want an issue with me. You don't want no issue with me. And I say, oh, girl. Y'all gonna fight it out? And fight. I don't know. So Eva, well, girl, if your feelings was hurt, Kenya, if your feelings was hurt, whatever, I get it. No, honey, in order for my feelings to be hurt, I have to care. I don't care about you. I say, here we go. Oh, Lord Jesus. And they both are shady. They both can read. They both have snapbacks. So they went back and forth, whatever. You know what I'm saying? They then, Cynthia was sitting there. Can you then bring up shady things that Eva said about Cynthia before? Where Cynthia, no. I told you before. Me and Eva fixed that. At that point in time, Kenya cussed into Cynthia. Why are you interrupting me? For what, though? I said, what is going on here? Okay. And so everyone's looking like, why is she now arguing with Cynthia? Because all Cynthia said was me and Eva have squashed that ain't no issue. Let's go ahead and move on or whatever. I say, Lord Jesus. And they was kind of fussing back and forth. But at the end of the day, Kenya and Eva and Cynthia, they all squashed it. They left it what it was, whatever. As Eva said, eat your stuff, whatever. I don't care. Blah, blah, blah. Girl, it was just I don't care. Then Eva and Marlo get into it, okay? And I'm like, Lord, because Cynthia brings up how her and Marlo are not cool. They talk to New York, even though Marlo was being shady about Eva. And I say, with sent right there, that was shady to throw Marlo up under the bus to say what she was saying about Eva when Eva was gone. I mean, not shady, because if you say it behind my back, you gotta say it in their face. But at that point in time, they both say how their issue with the other one is based on the other one's actions, okay? And then Eva said, well, you say mean shit because you're a mean person. And Marlon said, well, you don't say things you want to say because you're a fake person. I said, oh, Lord Jesus. Eva has a fakeness to her that she would either say things and backpedal and pussy pop, or or she will not say things because she's a bit fake. Anyway, at that point in time, they fussing. Back and forth, back and forth. So, when Marlon, you can't afford to live the life you live, whatever. Well, me and my husband and my life, we're fine, Marlon. We're fine, or whatever. So, even then says, I have to go. I'm leaving. I am so pregnant, or whatever. And I have to go, relieve my nanny, or whatever. You saying? But that's something that Marla would never know about, or whatever, because, because she's never been pregnant. Again, you be tossing off these things to people with, girl, you got to stop it, Eva. You really have, you ain't no goddamn sunflower. You just not. And as she walks away, I'm like, bye. You're a fraud. You're a fraud, Eva. Stop living up with your mean. Stop doing that. And so Eva just leaves. Eva has a habit of leaving. Now, on speak on it with Candy, she also brought up how a lot of ladies get upset when one person or the other will use their kid as a reason to leave. She's like, usually when they shoot scenes or whatever, they know they can go over whatever, so you just have to plan accordingly. But for Eva to know we're going to be shooting her for most of the day, and then to kind of leave as if, oh, I can't stay because my kids, we all here with kids and we got nannies. So we all, could be somewhere else. But I'm like, girl, I guess so. It's just team too much. Team too much. Then back at the table, Marlo says how Cynthia has a side to her that no one knows, okay? And that she's not always so passive and so sweet. I'm like, this is the way that Nene said, do this and get Cynthia together. I'm going to send you two, Yvonne and Marlo, and I want to tag team or whatever. So Candy kind of explains it, but like with Cynthia, what it is you will sometimes have friends who are more aggressive than you. More aggressive than you, okay? And at times, you will let them say things that you wouldn't let others say. Okay, and that's what it is or whatever. And so Mallory then brings up, well, yeah, because sometimes Kenya talk negatively to Cynthia. Was King say, bullshit, bitch, bullshit, because early today, she cussed me out and was going off about me and the baby coming up here, whatever. And, so don't act like whatever. And plus, not only that, she then stood up for Cynthia. Say, no, Cynthia's a very strong woman. Like, she isn't, what I'm saying, some little puppy dog, whatever. That's not what it is or whatnot. I said, girl, I don't know. So Marlo keeps talking as Kenya's trying to talk. And I will say that Kenya was polite and said, Marlo, wait, hold on, let me finish. You can't shush me. I'm not going to be, you can't tell me to be quiet. I'm like, here we go. Marlo, all she said was, excuse me, let me finish talking. And for you to feel like you don't have to respect someone else while they talk is a reason why I don't like your ass sometimes. Because y'all have been talking all day. They have peaches. You don't. Be quiet. And I think there's nothing wrong with if someone is talking and they say, let me finish. Wait a minute. Let me finish. I don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially if they were the ones being talked to. Just saying, okay? So at this point in time, you not a boss here. Like, you ain't no boss here. You not a boss in your house. You real passive with your husband or whatever. So be passive here too. I want to know who told her anything about Kenya's home life. Was it Cynthia? Was it Cynthia? So Cynthia brings up how I'm a different person. I'm a different person. My friendships with everyone is different, whatever. But however, if I need to check y'all, I will. And they was like, girl, bye. No, you won't. It is what it is. We then see back inside. What's this all? Yeah, they got some awards, and that was really it. Portia sent the baby and nanny them to the basement because again, Portia took over her living room. Some people don't have baby-proof houses. And Cynthia's house is not baby-proof or whatever. So again, the baby had to go down the basement with the nanny. Okay? And so they do an award ceremony. Okay? And the ladies pick who gets what award. The best worker between Portia, Shamia, and even Cynthia. Now, Portia got up and shook her ass. Shamia shook a little bit too. I don't know what Cynthia was doing or whatever. I think she was popping her back. But Shamia wins. Okay. The shadiest person, Marla won because she won because she said what Eva won last year for living beyond her means. I was like, oh my God, please stop talking about the lady finances or whatever. The best read person was between Eva and Kenya. Kenya won because again, Eva was not there because I mean it can go either or between them two. The thirstiest person. And they say, what's the definition of that? And King said, what's the person who should be, who tries too hard, who does the most? Marlo then says, Tanya. Bitch, what? Tanya is the one person who I wish would want to be a housewife. But Tanya said herself, the reason she chosen not to get a peach is because if you have a peach, you have to record or you have to, film so many months or so many weeks or whatever. And she just has other things to do. I said, girl, go ahead now. But I'm like, Tanya is not at all thirsty at all. She is not thirsty. And no one agree with her. Only, we know that Nene probably put that shit in their head or whatever, but I digress. Anyway, Kenya then says, it's really Marlo because she always does too much. Yvonne then says, I have to speak for Nene who is here, and I agree with Marlo. It's Tanya. And I say, bitch, you just made yourself thirsty for attention. And so guess who won that award? It was Giovanna. Because they like, girl, you thirsty here and just quivering for some attention from us. So I say, girl, sit your ass down or whatever. And when Tank said, okay, puppet and puppet too, I say, come on now. Y'all must be the puppet masters. Y'all the ones that's thirsty and messy, and they are. Because Tanya is not thirsty. She just is not. Girl, bye. And Portia then said the thirsty one is Giovanna, okay? And everyone claps and agrees and says because she just proved that she's thirsty. She is. Very much so. Honey, she needs a thirst quencher. The most insecure. I say Cynthia was the messy one with these damn awards. The most insecure. Marlo, luckily, I think, kind of spun it and said, I have insecurities. We all do. Like, I have big feet and my edges are really thin. And I like how she made it seem as if we can't make it seem as if one person, issues is bigger than anyone else or whatever. We all have those. So they didn't go around the room and say things they don't like about their bodies or whatever. Shamia says how she had a C-section, so the scar turned to a keloid. And she don't like that scar on her body. Kenny brings up how she hates the dark circles around her eyes. Kenya says, my insecurity, never finding unconditional love. And I was like, oh, it was sad if you asked me or whatever. Okay? And everyone kind of gets sad hearing it. My eye, y'all. Gets sad hearing it. And then Portia was like, well, do you think y'all can fix it or whatever? Oh, no, I don't want to talk about it right now. And I'm like, well, why bring it up or whatever? And then Marla brings up, we're all beautiful, okay? You're all, it doesn't matter if we don't like each other, okay? All, if we don't get along, whatever. If you don't like, we're all beautiful and amazing women. We are smart. You was important. I said, come on now to help, okay? And they all laughed because she was trying to be too goddamn inspirational. And this is Marlo, girl, bye. And so they all laugh or whatever because Marlo was trying to be inspirational. But it was cute for them all to kind of, most of all of them, to admit one thing or the other. King and girl, divorce that man. Divorce that man. Okay, and that was how the episode went off. So we shall see what happens next week. I'm going to end this and go to bed. Okay, go to bed, as Bondi would say. Bondi Blue would say. Anyway, y'all, I'm done. Peace.